What's up, y'all? It's Keisha, and you are watching a new episode of Book Club. Y'all make sure y'all paying attention to this. We got my boy Dom, my brother. He is an artist, but it's a different kind of artist, so you gotta stay tuned. And I know y'all see this art in the background, so y'all gonna find out about it.
Meet me after London. If you find time, we can run one. Talk about some things we can undo. You just in the pen, I can find you. 6'1" on the money, 9'2". You just say the word and I run through. 2 texts, no reply, that's when I knew. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? Today we are live with a new episode of Book Club. I am Brooklyn, and we got a special person. He's my brother, my Fort Valley brother in the build, Don. We got Dominique in the building. And today's episode is also special because we're talking about art today and what inspires him to be the artist that he is. We'll show some B-roll so y'all can see all the great things that he's done. But what inspires you to be an artist?
There's a ton of things that inspire me. God, family, music, just anything that I can see that makes me look at it and say, I get inspiration from trash cans, like the way things are designed, this table, your outfit. I'm inspired now just talking to you. Just life in general, I have a totally different perspective, and so I'm gaining inspiration from all aspects of it.
And then by that, you're able to create these different type of creations. Listen, we're gonna give y'all a sneak peek of the great art he has here, and I'm not gonna hold you. This is some epic shit. Okay, so I'm gonna throw that out there, but. I know that, of course, being a visionary and just being visual, like, do you plan on taking your art and elevating into like the graphic world or abstract and use it to be an architect? Like, what's the end goal?
I don't want any limits.
Ooh.
That's the thing about it. I want to be able to own a company that gets to create art freely. Just doing whatever I want to do and putting it out there and letting people see and gain their knowledge and share their experiences through what I put out there visually. Okay.
So do you think that music plays a big part in your creation?
100%. I'm listening to music just about every time I'm creating anything. From J. Cole to her to Jay-Z, Beyonce, people that I'm illustrating, I'm even drawing them. So it's just music keeps the rhythm, it keeps the vibe light, it keeps the tunnel vision going, because that's what happens when you start getting into a piece. You just get tunnel vision and you start seeing it a different way. And when you get to that divine place of just a groove, music just supplements that 100%.
Guide it through. So like when you do get, let's say you got a blank sheet of paper, canvas, excuse me, let me use my art terminology. Have a blank canvas. Right. What do you do first?
Panic. I'm scared of blank anything. Like, I am so serious. One of the first things I do when I look at a piece of paper is just like that. Yeah. Every time I just panic. It's like, man, what am I about to do? What can I do with this? Where do I get that inspiration? Then I look around. And then it'll just like, okay, let me go. Paint itself. Yeah. That's cool though. So like, since you said music is a part of the process, are there any artists, new artists, because I know you said a little bit about her and J. Cole, are there any new artists that you are listening to that has inspired one of your paintings that we have here? Here today, when we get a chance to walk around, I'll show one that actually may have the baby in it. Okay. The hip hop, the rap, especially the younger generation, I don't listen to too much, but the baby is one of those people. I like the way he raps. I like his personality, his charisma. So I'm into that, and there's some of those aspects in some of these pieces that we'll get to look at a little later. And his confidence, he has a different type of confidence. Absolutely. But okay, so do you plan on like taking all this and giving back? Because I know like a lot of times I feel like the art industry is kind of like shadowed a lot. Right. There's not enough resources for kids to go into art, and even like us growing up, we never heard nobody say like, "Oh, you can be a painter." Yeah, you never. Can be an artist, yeah. It was always like doctor, lawyer, right? Hell, probably even a teacher. But it's like now I feel like now with the generation coming up, they're a little bit more willing to take a risk. Absolutely. So what are some of the things that you can tell them besides go after your dreams? Right. You know, that's a real cliche, but it's really true. Like really go after them. And this is the biggest thing for me. Do the necessary research. Okay. A lot of the younger generation, they had that ambition, they had that trust in themselves, they had that the baby confidence. Yeah. But they don't do the research and then they fall off. With art, I've been reading and I've been studying and I've been going to class. I'm at the Art Institute right now, and I'm actually getting some background information to give me a different outlook on what art is and how I can use that and impact a greater community than just myself.
So you have to do your research, people.
You have to.
Research. And it's also true. That's definitely a true statement, because people just think like, oh, I'm about to just paint. No. What's the history behind what you're doing and what you're tapping into? Do you have any favorite painters or
I actually,
what era?
Basquiat is one of my, and I know everybody's like, oh yeah, Basquiat, but I really enjoy. I did a project on him, and I really enjoyed just who he was. He was 28 when he passed, but that's when he was in his prime, and he had a huge influence and impact.
And he was a radical.
Absolutely.
To me, I think Basquiat was very radical because he did everything outside of the lines.
Right.
Like,
you know, whatever I want to do.
Yeah, and that's hard for people. When you, especially being super structured, you can't just get a canvas and just do something. No, like, you think too much. We overthink.
Absolutely. I was in the military, so everything is do.
Yeah, so I know. How does that feel, like, now being out and just doing something so freely, like art's free?
I feel like a caged bird.
Okay.
And now I feel like I'm trying to fly.
You trying or you flying? I think you're flying.
I'm working on it, you know.
You might have a little limp,
right, my wing ain't.
Yeah, but I think you're flying because you already, listen, you said two things that was ideal. You said that you're studying.
Right. And
you already have a instructor by Basquiat following his whole creation and things like that. But I feel like you're already flying.
I appreciate that.
I didn't mean to give you a compliment on air, but look, I had to give him a compliment. I couldn't hold it. I was like, no, dude, you're flying. That's awesome. But let's talk about. We talked about music. We tackled music. We tackled art. So, is there anything that you want to do outside of like art?
Outside of art, I really want to be a middle school basketball coach.
You nice?
I actually am. I was gonna play your brother. Yeah, I was ready for that one-on-one. I'm still ready.
Oh yeah, he be balling. But shout out to Rich. But nah, like, it's just, I mean, Dom, I really think what you're doing is great. It's different, especially for us. I feel like artists now, they don't have enough support.
Right.
And I feel like you want to rap, you want to sing, everybody just be behind it, give you support. But what about the artists? This what music is. It's just this visual music.
Absolutely.
Everything has a beat and a tone. So like, how can we help you? I guess is a question I would want to ask.
Support in any way you can. You know, I'm taking any kind of donation, but I really want to work for people. I want to bring people's visions to life. I have Kingdom Art Company is on the way. It's in the works. It's under construction. I'm building the model to make sure it's a satisfactory business, a business that works, a black business that people can appreciate.
Black business.
That's one of those things that I refuse to be a part of being a business that downs black business. I don't want to be one of those individuals.
Yeah, no, you can't be. Definitely
so,
not.
Look at me up on Instagram at kingdomart.com. If you see something you like, if you see something that you want me to do, ask me and we'll talk about a price over the instant message or email, anything.
Contact him basically is what he's saying. He's open-minded to a lot of things. So we're gonna take this time and we're gonna show you guys some of his artwork, and then we'll wrap back up with y'all, alright? This is one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna tell you why, and then you can help me interpret, because I feel like with art, everyone has their own interpretation.
That's the point.
The reason why I like it is black and white. That's my mantra is black and white. But it also have like buildings right here. I'm from Brooklyn, so this kind of like automatically look like the building windows.
I like that.
And then I see the lines. I think about the street. New York City that never sleeps, so it's a lot of chaos. And then you have up right here. So I think about up north, I just think about, you know what I mean? And then also the infinity sign, I'm assuming. And then you have the word solo. So then this is like, I don't know.
It's open for interpretation.
I like it though.
It's funny that you said it reminds you of the street, because that's exactly what I was going for. It's the crossroad amidst the chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Staying on your path, even though it's a lot of. And it's funny because up north exactly is how the street looks. a bunch of movement. Everybody going a different way. You can see the sky a little bit, buildings. I can understand where you're going.
Yeah,
with that.
absolutely. And then of course, I know you got your, your Jay-Z, your Beyonce pieces that's really hot and popping. Come on, follow me.
Follow me. Let's check it out.
You got my man right here. You know what I'm saying? Ho. You know what I'm saying? First billionaire. You did.
That's exactly what that piece is entitled.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the queen.
It's entitled Brown Skin Girl.
Oh, Brown Skin Girl, that is my song. But nah, this is so. It's like you just do everything.
That's the goal. I want to be well versed, well rounded.
No limits.
None whatsoever. Not artistically. I feel like if I'm going to school for it, let me get all the training, all the experience, all the knowledge I can get from all these people that have done it.
Yeah. So with your selection process, you could have chose any Jay-Z photo or Beyonce photo.
Right.
But like, what made you choose these specific?
I feel like these facial expressions, the colors, the background, everything about these pieces embodies who these people are. This man is a billionaire.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how I would be looking. You know?
Yep.
Completely, just cheesing all the time, and he's happy in his own skin.
Yeah.
Who he is. That's why I made sure it had Jay-Z with the dreads. Yeah, I needed Jay with the dreads just to show that he's himself and he's comfortable being who he is as a black man, as a black billionaire. And I just thought that was amazing, and I want to make sure that people like my daughter know exactly like those pioneers in the music industry and in the black community.
Started from the bottom, Brooklyn. What up?
Hey,
You lit.
this one here,
Yeah.
it's a doodle. It's one of my favorite things. I'm actually working on one now.
Just random. You just random.
Sat down for an hour and just went. And the way, the funny thing about it is when I drew it, it was oriented the other way. But when I hung it up, I was like, man, it's a lot more powerful this way. It just has a lot more motion, a lot more movement. It makes you just go and find whatever you can find from it.
I'm just staring. That's so cool. And then you chose a little bit of color too.
Absolutely. I just wanted to have a couple of pieces that
Splash of
pop.
color.
Right.
But within the painting, it's 4 different paintings.
Do you also see the 4 different squares?
That's crazy. I know art. Thank you. That's crazy because I was like, it's 4 different paintings.
Yeah.
And then this one is special too.
I like the way that you're saying that. I like that all the pieces have a different meaning, a different connotation to them when you look at it.
But each painting to me kind of represents parts of you. In a
You
sense.
just hit me with one. Talk to me.
Because think about it. It's 4 paintings. 4. I ain't gonna go too deep, you know what I'm saying? But it just all makes sense. So you have your pioneers who's starting it off, who's leading the flock, because they kind of lead our generation right now. When
Right.
you think of like leaders and legendary people who literally started from probably where we started, absolutely. So to have them over there, to kind of transition over here is all making sense. But in each piece, I see a part of you. Like for example, you said with Jay-Z, you talked about your daughter, wanting her to have the representation of a billionaire and all that type of thing, which is your daughter's first representation is gonna be you. So that, you know what I mean? So it makes sense. And then you go to the other painting, Infinity.
It just keeps going.
It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep
I
going
understand
up.
exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Then to come back here, then you got tire marks on this one. So it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's a journey.
Absolutely, it's about life. Stay on your own, staying on the cross. That's what I want people to understand when
And that might be your signature.
Right, I'm gonna have a couple more pieces in this series that I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna do a gray one. I don't know if you can see, but on this one it's a lot of gray in it as well.
Yeah.
And it's about looking at life and how men and women see it. I tell this to my wife all the time. You know, men and women, we see things differently.
Yeah.
We see a lot of black and white when you're a man, but women we're able to see, not we, but they're able to see a lot of the gray area.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So seeing things that you wouldn't normally see on a day-to-day basis is what I'm trying to create. Staying on your own crossroads throughout the chaos of life.
And that you have it. Man, please follow Dom. I'm telling you.
Please.
He's on to a crazy
Please.
start, y'all.
On to something.
He on to something real crazy.
On to something.
Hey, support him, man. And not only support him because he's black, just support it because it's great art and there's a meaning behind what he's doing. Everything with a purpose is meant to be supported. Period. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Please follow my man Dom on Instagram. We're gonna put it at the bottom, you know what I'm saying?
There.
And Kingdom Art, we're gonna put that at the bottom too.
Right there.
Hey man, just stay tuned. He's available. Hit him up, and then just living it. And guys, please like, subscribe, watch, share. This is great. We gotta get the movement going, okay? And shout out to Fort Valley State University.
All the way. MBSU.
We out here.